It's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
And we're live here in Rathdrum, Idaho. Welcome. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of high school football here in North Idaho. North Idaho Game Night brought to you by Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Additional coverage here on IdahoSports.com is brought to you by P1FCU. Ryan Skaggs here, joined by Brandon Bainey for tonight's ball game. A 5A, 4A crossover game. The Lakeland Hawks hosting the visiting Wolverines from Weiser in what should look like a dandy of a ball game.
Yeah, coming into the season, Lakeland 2-0, two pretty impressive wins to start the year, right? Kind of a runaway over Bonners Ferry where they won by multiple scores. And then last week, they played up a level against 6A Lake City, won a low-scoring game, 17-7. So Lakeland already through two games has shown, hey, we can win by scoring lots of points. We can win by shutting it down on defense. Weiser, on the other hand, defense was the name of the game in their season opener last Thursday night against Buell. Problem was they were on the losing end of it, 9-6. That was a pretty big upset that sent shockwaves through the state. Veteran coach Tom Harrison, Idaho's all-time winningest coach, I'm sure he will have his guys ready to go tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a rock fight last week, and then they're coming into this game, and it's two similar style ball clubs that are going to take the field into this one. They're both, very run-heavy teams, and we could be out of here by before 9 o'clock. I don't want to jinx us or anything, but it could be a pretty quick ball game tonight in this one. But two really good programs. Weiser has high aspirations in the 4A classification. They, looking to unseat they're not far from a state championship themselves, but trying to unseat the perennial power there in Homedale in their own conference. In Lakeland, looking to make a name for themselves up north this year to really challenge. I see them as a dark horse favorite for the IEL 5A championship this year.
Yeah, Weiser only had two losses last year. Homedale in the regular season for the Snake River Valley Conference title. Sugar Salem in the state semis. And until somebody knocks off Sugar or Homedale, a two-loss season is great, but Coach Harrison goes, we need to get over the hump.
Yep.
And for Lakeland, they've gotten to the playoffs the last couple of years, but it's been a while since they've been out of that first round. So the question is, can they tangle with Sandpoint and Lewiston at the top of the Inland Empire League? And I apologize if you can't hear me. We're right next to the loudspeakers here at Corbett Field in Rathdrum. But for Lakeland, the question is, can they get out of the first round of the postseason? Health will go a big way. They have been decimated by injuries the past couple of years, including the two guys we're going to see in the backfield tonight, Hayden Benson at quarterback, Lovey Weil at tailback. Both of those guys were injured last year, and Lakeland really missed those two. Yeah,
I mean, when they're at full go, this team is firing on all cylinders. They're an offensive juggernaut. And, we saw that in the last couple weeks. So, I mean, you look at the stat sheet against Lake City, they didn't have a bad ball game. They won 17-7. They played pretty well. It was just, you're playing a 6A opponent that can kind of run you down a little bit, and I think that's where it was. They were trying to find their fits on offense and on defense and platoon a little bit more to get some guys some more breathers. So it'll be interesting to see what they learned last week to apply to this week's game. While Weiser comes out of that Buell game kind of shell-shocked, and how do they respond? Is it kind of like take your ball and go home, or are they going to come up firing on all cylinders in this one, fired up, making the long trip up Highway 95 up here into North Idaho and take on this Lakeland team? And, you know, you could see, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this one just being trading scores all night.
Yeah, and you mentioned that both of these offenses have their bell cows in the backfield. For Weiser last week, it was Cash Cobb. They run what they like to call the Wolverine tee. It's not quite a wing tee. There's only one wing back, but between the wing back, Cole Engel, 9 carries, 37 yards. The tailback, Cash Cobb, 20 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. Weiser makes no bones about what they want to do. Colin Cook threw 7 of 16 passes. That's probably a little more than Weiser would like to see. And for Lakeland, hey, kind of the same story. It's been Lovey Wild. That's the guy they've leaned on. 39 carries for 291 yards already through 2 games. He's averaging 7.5 yards per carry and 5 scores on the ground already. It's going to be Weil left, Weil right, Weil up the middle, and while we do that, we're going to be scoring lots of points.
Yeah, and he was on pace last year to rush for over 1,000 yards before he got hurt, too. So, I mean, you look at what he was able to do, I believe, once he got hurt last year, he was averaging almost double-digit per carry. So, I mean, he's a very accomplished running back there in the backfield for this Lakeland team, and pretty tough guy to bring down. He's strong for his size and his stature. He's not a real big kid, but he's real strong, and he runs really well. He gets in open space, he's gone. He's a burner, too. Once he gets in the open field, I mean, it is going to be, you know, taillights going into the end zone. So we got ourselves a heck of a ball game here as both teams are exchanging the coin flip, and
Lakeland Hawks have won the toss.
Lakeland wins the toss, and I believe they have deferred. Or no, wait, they've elected to receive, so they're going to start with the football. Playing a team that runs kind of a wing tee style, that's not a bad idea to try to keep the ball out of that offense's hands, see if you can strike first.
And they want to set the tone, right? The best thing you can do against a run-heavy, semi-quasi wing tee team is get them down early, force them to abandon that game plan. And we didn't really talk about it. We talked about Tom Harrison, Idaho's all-time winningest coach on the Weiser sideline. He has won double-digit state championships at Snake River and Pocatello and won at Weiser. But this Lakeland coaching staff pretty good too. Mike Schroeder, previously at Emmett, has really come in and given this Lakeland program a shot in the arm. And then this year made a very savvy move, I thought, hiring former head coach, longtime head coach Tim Kiefer back as the defensive coordinator. He's one of the best defensive coaches in the state.
No, I've coached with Tim, and his defensive mind is like no other. I mean, the guy, he's a brilliant defensive coach and does a great job getting his team to buy into the defensive philosophy. And you know, he's got a great cast of coaches around him, too, from Coach Anderson and Coach Bavacqua and Coach Milks. And there's a bunch of good guys on this staff that get these kids fired up every Friday night. So it'll be a great ball game. We're going to tee this thing up and get ready to go as we got a couple Lakeland kids back there to receive. Excuse me, because they don't put the roster in numerical order. So
yeah, 80?
80 is going to be Cash Lund back there. And I believe that's number 24, Ben Bixby, back there as well.
Yeah. Was a name I heard a little bit during the JV contest that played prior to this game tonight.
And it's going to be Lund with it. He's going to bring it over the right side, across the 20, met by a defender, cuts back inside up the middle, gets a nice return there, out close to the 35-yard line to start things off. Starters for the Lakeland offense is left tackle Levi Pallas, left guard William Caldwell, Ernie Steele at center, Carter Vanek, he's the one to keep an eye on up front. He's 6'3", 277 senior at right guard. And then Will Peed, he's the 6 foot, 200-pound junior at right tackle. Wide receivers Jace Taylor, Peyton Hillman, and Cash Lund. You'll see Terry Davis in the backfield at fullback, along with Lovey Weil. And then Hayden Benson, the signal caller at quarterback.
Yeah, especially that right side of the offensive line, right? Vanek at guard and Peed at tackle. That's a pretty good combo.
Yeah. Handoff on the sweep coming across. Trying to find the corner. Picks up a couple on first down. That was number 3, Jace Taylor on the sweep.
Jace Taylor on the run for the Hawks.
And they'll rotate receivers pretty. I mean, that's how they bring the plays in here at Lakeland. They'll bring in a wide receiver from the bench. So you'll see, 5, 6, 7 different receivers or personnel combinations tonight.
You'll see Dylan Scott come in as well at tight end.
And then, yeah, you know when Terry Davis is coming in, it's to put his hand down in that three-point stance as the fullback.
Put a face mask imprint on somebody's chest.
And a lot of these guys for Lakeland go both ways. You know, Lakeland is a 5A program, but they're one of the smaller ones in the state. So.
Yeah. Not a huge difference in school size between these two programs either. Lakeland's got tight trips to the left. They're going to pass here on second down. Benson swings it out there, has an open receiver, and picks up 7. That's going to be good for a first down. That catch was by number 3, Jace Taylor.
So what do you do against one of the best coaches, or maybe the best coach in Idaho history? You go away from your strength on the first 2 plays, right? Lovey Weil hasn't even touched the ball yet. I like the play calling here early. And it's a hot night, too, so they may be trying to wear down Weiser a little bit early on here.
So Benson in the shotgun. Tight trips to the right. He's going to hand off Weil right up the middle. Dances in the hole. Trying to find a blocker inside. Picks up a couple on first down. I'll bring up second down and 8.
And this is a Weiser defense. It's got some big defensive linemen, especially up the middle. You know, I think of Karsten Walker and some of those other guys up front for Weiser. So really this game tonight, it sounds cliche, but probably going to be one in the trenches.
Yep. You'll see Lakeland probably pass a little bit more than Weiser in this one, but I think that just has a lot to do with the signal caller they've got in the backfield and the confidence they have in their quarterback. Hayden Benson, the senior. Play action, passes right. Intended for a receiver, throws a slant, incomplete.
That was good coverage that time by Weiser there. Luke Sarich, all-state linebacker, really a versatile player and probably Weiser's best player on defense.
So we'll bring up third down and 8 here.
I made the mistake of setting my notes down. I got ants crawling all over.
So bigger spread here on the passing down. 2 receivers to each side. Benson drops back, has a receiver just over the outstretched arms of his intended receiver, number 18, Peyton Hillman, one of his favorite targets, and that's going to go into the turf, bring up fourth down.
Lakeland had so many injuries at quarterback last year. Peyton Hillman had to move from receiver to QB. We did a game late in the year against Post Falls where Hillman was taking the snaps.
Signal caller, yeah.
Incomplete. Coach Schroeder, he says, we like you at quarterback, but we love you at wide receiver.
Yeah. Nice spiral punt inside the 20, going to be fielded. And still on his feet, running out there to the left side. That was number 33. That's Garrett Walker on the return. Picks up about 7 on the return for the first down at 10 for the Wolverines at the 29-yard line.
So now we'll see that Wolverine T offense of Coach Tom Harrison. It's essentially 2 receivers, a tailback with the quarterback out of the gun, and then a wingback. And that wingback that they like to use, Cole Engel, first-year starter.
So dropping back to pass on first down, has a man down the slot. He's throwing it, and it is over the top, incomplete. Just a little too much air on that. He was looking for number 10, Luke Sarich, his receiver on that post pattern.
Yeah, and Colin Cook was the starting quarterback for Weiser a year ago, so he's got a lot of experience under his belt. And I like that going up top on a home run ball first play of the game, because if you connect on that, man, confidence is going to be sky high.
Well, you're thinking that Lakeland's going to key on the running game right there on first down, too, just to start things off and take a shot. Why not? Passing here on second down, drops back again. It's pressure. Throws incomplete, falls harmlessly into the turf around the 40-yard line. Cook had to kind of throw that with a man in his face. I believe that was Carter Vanek right there in his grill.
Yeah, Vanek's going to play the nose tonight, as he should. He's 6'3", 277, but also providing a little bit of pass rush at the end there on the blitz was the linebacker Clive Hobbs. And that's the thing, this front 7 for Lakeland is really good. They run a 3-4. They've got 4 really good athletic linebackers.
They're very active. That's one thing you'll notice. They kind of run a hybrid, like amoeba type front. When you look at them, it looks like 5 down linemen. They kind of switch in and out. Vanek rushing the QB, throws it, trying to get it out, and it's going to be incomplete. That was a beautiful catch. I thought he had the toes in, but they said the heels were on the sideline. I was waiting for the incompletion call there, so it brings up fourth down.
Isaiah Likely's going, hey, I know the feeling after how that Ravens-Chiefs game ended last night. Man.
Great effort. Just a little too close to the sideline there. So 4th down, Weiser will be punting here. A little low snap, quick kick, end over end. Lakeland's going to get a return here out to the left side, looking for a block. Going to get a flag instead for a block in the back.
And a pretty big hit delivered at the end there by Colin Cook.
And an extra flag for some extracurriculars out of bounds.
Yeah, so Colin Cook is the quarterback. He also punts. He's the one that came down and made the tackle. I got to be honest, where was Weiser's punt coverage there? The return man had a lot of room to run. Cook finally says, I guess I'll take care of it myself. Very close to a late hit, and then I think that prompted some pushing and shoving.
It was about a 29-yard return, but there was a block in the back, obviously, that you could see as he was running to the screen there, running towards you. And there was a dead ball personal foul on Lakeland as well.
And those are the penalties that are just going to drive a coach nuts. I mean, seriously, there was no defender within 15 yards of the return man. Just yes, you want to go get the block, but you don't want the penalty.
Yeah, so you lose.
It's tough.
You lose 10, then you lose 15. And that basically gives you a 2-yard return.
That'll kill you. And this is now for Coach Schroeder, right? It is game 3. We have played all 3 weeks that we possibly could have this year. And so, no excuse for that. In fact, Lakeland's schedule, they've got 9 games out of a possible 10 weeks this year. Their bye doesn't come until October, right before the sprint to the finish line against Sandpoint and Lewiston. Kudos to Matt Neff putting together a good schedule.
Yeah, and he did a great job with, I think, a little bit of softer on the front end. It was goes right up the middle, bursts for a first down, and then some through the arms of a defender. He's still on his feet. He's across the 30, inside the 20, finally brought down at the 16-yard line. Huge run by Lovey Weil.
I mean, we talked about it. Lovey Weil is basically rushed for 150 yards in the first 2 games, and you see why. He's got that burst to the outside, and boy, 9:17 to play first quarter. Lakeland cooking.
I believe that is a 68-yard rush by Lovey Weil. Hand off to Weil. Benson keeps it on the fake there. That was a beautiful option. Picks up 8.
Benson on the carry for the Hawks, number 25, Cole Engel making.
He's an able runner. That's the one thing, people kind of overlook him because they think of Lovey so much. But he can hold his own in the running game as well. He's got a couple rushing touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, especially around the goal line. He's a guy that has a nose for the end zone. I mean, ball's at the, 8-yard line here, 2nd and 2. They can get to the 6 and pick up a first down. And you see a late substitution here. Lovey Weil will check out. They got a power back coming in here.
Is that 32 or 34? I can't tell, but
34.
Regardless, Benson's going to keep it going straight up the middle. He's going to get the first down. I'll bring a first down and goals. He picks up 6 on the carry.
And appropriately enough, no 34 on the roster. We got 3 different I got 3 different rosters
That was
today.
30.
Oh, 30.
30. Okay, there we go.
Bunched up. I was going to say.
That was Peyton Sardina that was in there in the backfield. He's a sledgehammer, too. Holy cow.
He's one of those linebackers we were talking about when Lakeland's on defense in that 3-4. Gut check time here for Weiser. They had a couple of really nice goal line stands against Buell last week.
So first down and goal from the 3. Benson under center this time. Handoff, Wow, straight ahead. Dives over the top into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeland.
The old Walter Payton, straight over the top, gonna sky high and elevate, and I don't even know if he needed to do that. That Lakeland offensive line got such a strong push. I think he could have stayed on the ground and strutted into the end zone. Very impressive drive for Lakeland here with 7:31 to play first quarter.
I mean, he got the nice run. They let him put the icing on the cake there. So point after attempt coming from the Hawks. And it'll be no good. They got it. He was good. He snuck it in the left upright. That was Parker Sterling, the kicker.
You looked at Weiser's defender there, Diego Delgadillo, and he went no, no, no. But you got to look at those referees.
Well, you know, I'm so used to back there. I mean, it seemed like he played here for like 10 years, did 0-4s, and now he's kicking for the Vandals. But Lakeland's never, I mean, there's no shortage of good kickers here. Cade Coffey was another great kicker that they had up here.
Just good athletes. And again, Weiser, kind of the same story, right?
Yeah.
Weiser had been kind of third banana in that SRV for a really long time behind Homedale and Fruitland. And then Coach Tom Harrison arrived in 2018 and whipped that program into shape in pretty short order.
So Lakeland up 7-0 on the Wolverines.
And now if you're Weiser, you don't necessarily need to score here, but you need like at least a first down right after you went 3 and out very quickly on your opening drive.
Yeah.
Take a little time, take a little pressure off that defense.
So Sterling will tee it up for the Hawks. 7:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Lakeland was 72 yards on that drive. Weiser's going to bring it up and brings out the return out to about the 33-yard line.
Number 25, Cole Engel on the return.
That was Cole Engel on the return.
For the Wolverines, Clive Hobbs makes the tackle for the Hawks. 1st and 10, Wolverines.
So on Weiser's opening drive, their primary ball carrier, Cash Cobb, didn't touch it.
Yep, they went 3 passes. It's something we haven't seen very much from them, but
well, to be fair, Lakeland did that too on their first drive, right?
Went 3 and out. Handoff finally, Cobb up the middle. Nice gain on first down, picks up. Give him a long 5 there.
Cobb only averaged 3.9 yards per carry in that first game. I think part of that was the Buell defense. But he's definitely more of a between the tackles pounder type, whereas Weil is more of a home run hitter.
Yeah, so timeout from the officials there as one of the Lakeland ball players had his helmet pop off. So keeper over the left side. First down, picks up a couple more. Gain of 7 on the play. That was Sarich, on the end around.
And that's the thing with Weiser in this kind of quasi-wing T offense here, the Wolverine T. You got to tackle the ball fakes. There's going to be 3 or 4 of them on every single play.
So first down to 10, Weiser right back to business. Under center, handoff inside. Cobb with it. Picks up about 8 on the play.
With so many two-way players tonight on both sides, this is going to be a war of attrition.
Yeah.
Game time temperature was probably, what, 80 at kickoff here?
Yeah, easily. It was 87 was the high today officially. Toss, left side. First down and then some. He's still on his feet. That was Engel on the carry, and a big carry for the Wolverines. Pickup of 27 on the play.
Lakeland's going to call their first time out of the half to tighten up that run defense a little bit here.
You know, that was something that I was talking to Coach Milks for Lakeland. He's one of the assistant coaches before the game, and he's like, man, first team to give the ball up in this game. The turnover battle is going to be the key in this ball game. That was one thing he said to keep an eye on is, you know, you look at things here in this game with the way they control it with the run game. Both these teams are so similar, obviously different style of how they do things, but they're both so run heavy. First team to give the ball up is going to be the one that's probably going to be playing from behind. We'll thank one of our sponsors, Meridian Plumbing of the Treasure Valley, the top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs for 40 years. Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds, remodels, farms, businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in, year out for all their plumbing needs. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offers a no-charge dispatch fee. Search your permanent plumber is one call or one click away. That is Meridian Plumbing. Choose a safe local plumber. Choose Meridian Plumbing.
I wonder if Meridian Plumbing Services up to Rathdrum because the Lakeland defense has sprung a leak.
Cobb runs it over the left side, right back in the middle of the teeth of that defense. You know, that vaunted front seven that we talked about at Lakeland. Weiser's going right at him.
And
Cobb picks up 5 on the carry.
And they're going tempo, too. They're not really huddling up. They're just lining up and going.
So 2nd down and 5, right at it again. Keeper this time from the QB over the left side. And he's going to pick up 3. That was Colin Cook.
Making the stop on the play. 3rd down, 2 yards to go.
So 3rd down and 2. They need Vanek and everybody, those big hogs up front to get a push here. End around, coming back over the right side. First down and goal for Weiser. Is that Matthew Monterosa? Or Sarich, sorry.
Yep,
Sarich.
1st and goal.
Spin inside. Handoff. Up the middle, close to the goal line was Engel. Not quite.
On the carry.
Pick up a 3.
Making the stop for Lakeland.
You okay over there?
Yes. Always troubleshooting.
2nd down, 8 yards to the goal.
So 2nd down and goal from the 3. Handoff inside. And touchdown, Weiser. Sarich on the carry. So Weiser looking for the equalizer here with the point after attempt. Puts together a nice drive. And the kick is up, and it is true. So we've got a 7-7 ball game. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back here with more here on IdahoSports.com.
Who isn't looking for extra ways to save some money these days, right? I'm always looking for new ways to save, but I haven't found anything better than my Ascend checking account. It's a free account that offers 3.5% of your average monthly balance. That could feed your coffee obsession for 2 weeks. Not only am I earning money, but it also has all the best features of a checking account. What's not to love?
Open your P1FCU checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today.
And we're back here after Weiser puts together a drive of their own. Nice drive for the Wolverines to draw even. 7-7 tie here in Rathdrum. Beautiful evening from Corbett Field. One of the prettier settings, too, and Idaho's got so many unique football stadiums here in the state that, you know, you got Rathdrum Mountain just to the west of us here. And
yeah, I'm sure you can see it. There's no bleachers on the opposing side, but there are houses. I mean,
there used to be nothing but trees. I'm telling you, those houses did not come in, but in the last 5 years, it's like Idaho. The saying is like, I remember when that was a field.
Hashtag stop moving here.
So back to receive for the Hawks, coming up the middle, kind of zigzagging his way across the 25. Going to be knocked down close to the 30. That was Saputsky on the carry.
I mean, but you could, if you're in one of these houses, it butts up against the field, you could sit out in your backyard and watch the game.
Absolutely. I would, if I was a football fan, I would have built a deck and probably get a little elevated there.
Yes.
You could host IdahoSports.com.
Oh, dude, we could broadcast from there. We totally could.
Be awesome.
I mean, where we're at's pretty good, too, here. Top row of the bleachers, but.
So 3rd offensive series for the Hawks here. 1st down at 10. Ball just at the 30-yard line. Handoff on the end around. Spinning back inside, picking up a couple. That was Jace Taylor on the carry.
Big hit delivered at the end there by Dylan Ashley. 6'3", 240-pound junior defensive end for Weiser. And he's one of 2 Ashley boys on the roster. Dylan Ashley and Austin Ashley.
So Clive Hobbs is checking in for the Hawks.
Little thunder to Wiles lightning.
They got him kind of in an H-back over on the left side of the offense, Weil in the backfield with Benson. They're going to do the long stretch handoff. Weil cuts back inside. He's off to the races. He's across the 40 to the 30. He's still going 20, 10, and in the end zone, touchdown. What a run. That is what, 60 yards for Lovey Weil. He's already over the century mark.
It happens that quickly, folks.
Man, what a run. Did you see him set that up on that stretch play? He ended up kind of giving the old okey doke. Went out to the left, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, and went up in the seam there, and he was off to the races. So 13-7, Lakeland with a lead, waiting the point after. Kick is up and knocked it through. So Sterling hits the point after. He's perfect. So Weil, 2 touchdowns in the game so far.
And for Weiser now, they've been susceptible to the outer edges, right? They really are bottling things up between the tackles, but with such a dangerous back like Weil, you know, it's really imperative that those outside linebackers keep their contain, and the safeties got to recognize that too, and also be ready to step up and get a good angle at least.
So Weil on 4 carries in the ball game. You want to guess what he's got rushing so far?
Well, you said over 100, so I'm going to say 106.
125 yards rushing.
What? On 4 carries?
2 touchdowns.
I'm no mathematician, but that's like that's like 30 yards a pop.
Oh, he's got a 60-yarder, a 63-yarder. Sorry, a 58-yarder and a 60-yarder already.
I love it. I love it for Lovey.
Yes, I love it.
Yes. I just hope he stays healthy all year.
Yeah, he is one of the more dynamic players in North Idaho. Line drive kick. One of the up men takes it, and he's trying to find any yardage he can get. Gets a nice return across the 35 to the 36.
It's a good
That
special.
was Stockton Young.
Yeah, it's a good special teams win there for Weiser. Yeah, we do it during the offseason on IdahoSports.com, our top 10 positional lists. Lovey Weil was probably the toughest omission on our top 10 running backs. He just didn't play enough last year to merit.
He's letting you have it now.
I know. Take a number. Everybody's been letting me have it lately. Including Buell, who beat Weiser last week.
Let us all have it.
Yeah, it was a fun Gem State game day this week.
So handoff, a little crisscross action on the counter. Weiser with it, gets a nice gain of 5 on the play. And they don't give you any time to breathe. That was Engel.
And that's the difference. Lakeland's kind of quick strike, can get a lot of chunk yardage. Weiser's more like 4 or 5 yards, but we're going to line up and do it rapidly.
Well, I'm trying to broadcast and do stats at the same time, and they go so quick I can't do. It's testing my math abilities. Dropping back to pass, swing out to the left side. That's Engel again. That was, really close to being a dangerous play. Ends up going for 2.
Yeah, he bobbled it for a second, and then, the defender was right there, and then Engel did a good job just getting a couple yards there because the pass hung in the air a while.
So 3rd down and 4. Cook under center. He's going to drop back again. Swing pass again over the top. That could be lateral. And I think they said that's incomplete, but that is well behind where he's on the ground.
Yeah, I think that was a live ball.
That was an absolute lateral, but referees blow that incomplete. I'm not trying to be a homer, folks.
of more concern at the end of the play, Cole Engel needing assistance to get up off the field. But yes, that pass needs to be more on a line. That hung in the air too long, and you're asking your running back to be put in a tough spot trying to haul that in.
So 4th down here. Cook, the quarterback, is the punter.
Yeah, we'll see that quick kick again.
And there it is. Lakeland's close to blocking it as they're not even going to put an attempt for the return, and he gets a heck of a roll inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
See, that's where I would have set up for the return because you had such a great one the first time, except for the penalty. I could see why you want to go for the punt block too,
But a good defensive stand by the Hawks there.
That's the thing with Weiser. They're going to have to, I know they want to get to the line and run their offense quickly, but they're going to have to take some time to give these guys a breather because they have a lot of guys that are going both ways. Like even the quarterback, Cook, plays on defense. He's a linebacker. So they got to give their guys a chance to breathe a little bit here.
Meanwhile, Lakeland's only had 2 passing attempts on the night, but they haven't really needed anything else. You got 4 carries for 125 yards and 2 TDs out of Lovey Wow.
Lakeland's running 800s right now, and Weiser's running like 50-yard dashes.
So we got a handoff up the middle, no gain on the play. Sorry, I was trying to be dad for a second and get the kids away from our cables.
I was like, yeah, was that you snapping?
That was me snapping.
We got some youngsters right by us, and you know, when I was a kid at the varsity football games, I mean, we were down on the grass playing football.
We were tackling each other too.
We were pretending to be Lovey Wild.
That's right.
That's how you build a program.
Benson hands off again inside. Nice run, cut back up the middle. Still on his feet, powers his way up ahead for a gain of, I'll give him 7 from Weil. They bring up 3rd down and short.
We're down to 1:35 to play here in our opening period of play. Already Weiser has scored more in one quarter than they did all of last week, that 9-6 loss. And for Lakeland, you got to be encouraged.
So 3rd down and 1. Benson under center. He's just going to turn around, hand it off straight ahead. And 1st down run, 2-yard carry for Weil.
And then look at this. 4 new guys come in for Lakeland. Personnel coming in and out, and the line change here for Lakeland.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's not my kid.
Maybe at halftime we'll move it into the actual bleachers. This section was full when we got here tonight for the JV game. It's actually thinned out.
Benson in the shotgun, handoff inside. Off first contact, still on his feet. Nice run there. That was Peyton Sardini on the carry. Pickup of right around 20 yards.
On the carry and moves the chains. Number 11, Josh Weiser making the tackle.
And I like the diversity early on here by Lakeland, knowing that it's a hot night. You want to keep Lovey Weil on somewhat of a pitch count here, especially with all the long runs he's had.
So trips to the left side for the Hawks. Single receiver out to the right. Swing pass, dangerous out there. And that's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter. It's Taylor on the reception for a loss of 1.
Yeah, it'll take us to the end of the first.
So that is the end of the first quarter of play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back on in here at Lakeland High School here in Rathdrum, Idaho. Lakeland leads 14-7. We'll be back with more on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
So we're back here for the second quarter of play as we're going to switch ends of the field. Lakeland leads 14-7, 12 minutes on the clock here for the second quarter. It only took us 29 minutes to get through that quarter.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. So offensively, Lakeland's been just absolutely moving at will. Weiser did put together a really nice drive of their own, but they've had a couple drives that have stalled going 3 and out. See if the Hawks' offensive momentum can continue here. Trips to the right side for the Hawks. Single receiver out to the top of your screen. Benson in the shotgun. Handoff inside Weil over the right. Stutters through one defender and picks up a nice gain there. Picks up 5.
Lovey Wow with the carry.
Only 5 yards.
Number 68, Keegan Willett of the Wolverines making the stop.
So 3rd down and long.
For the Hawks, 3rd down 6.
3rd and 6. As Hillman checks out. Terry Davis is in for the Hawks. Be kind of at that H-back position. 2 receivers out to the left. And play action. Pass right up the middle. Has a receiver. Nice reception by Taylor. Still on his feet. Spun around. Picks up the 1st down and then some. Pick up a 20 yards.
That's Cole Engel on the tackle. Great to see him back in there for Weiser after he needed assistance and some help off the field in that 1st quarter. But yeah, just a quick hitter, right? Over the middle. A lot of courage to make a throw like that.
So Benson's 3 of 4 passing in the ball game. 1st down at 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Handoff, Weil up the middle, dances in the hole, met by the entire front 7 of the Weiser defense. Maybe got a yard.
Lovey Wow on the carry. Great team tackling done.
Puts him at a $140 in the ball game.
Well done.
10:24 left here in the 2nd quarter.
That's pretty impressive.
So 2nd down and 9. Lakeland taking plenty of time to break the huddle.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Get you guys a breather.
A little ball control. Playing defense with your offense.
Yes.
Play action. Benson just gets eaten up by Cook in the backfield, who gets the sack. Good defense there by the Wolverines.
Yeah, and Cook, a little QB on QB violence there. Cook's a great defender, too.
So they'll bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 13. Cash Lund checking back in. As Burmeister checks out for the Hawks.
Again, that's all that personnel that we were talking about.
Halftime, we'll talk about a number of the games that we've had around North Idaho. Game we actually had to go final last night. Benson drops back to pass. Has a receiver. Taylor over the left side. Across the 25. Makes a cut back inside. Down to the 20-yard line. Big gain. Pickup of 21.
And that's where Lakeland can kind of lull you to sleep, right? They're being kind of deliberate on offense, just running the ball. All of a sudden, hey, let's line up and take a shot. And Jace Taylor, fantastic job.
Yeah, especially on 3rd down and long. Picks up a huge gain. 1st down. They're in the red zone.
That time Benson had to go to the sideline to get the play.
He'll do that once in a while. He gets his calisthenics in during the game.
He's like, where's my receiver to send him the play?
3 receivers out to the near side. They're going to hand off to Weil right up the middle. And picks up a couple on the play. Nice play by the Weiser defense.
Lovey Wow on the carry. Number 52, Dylan Ashley.
Dylan Ashley on the play, as well as Luke Sarich was in there as well.
And you get the feeling here with 8 minutes to go before halftime. If Lakeland can go up 2 scores, that's really going to put Weiser out of what they want to do on offense. Down 2 scores.
called. 2nd down and 8.
And for Lakeland, this is an important drive because they kick off for the second half.
Yeah.
So
If they get a touchdown here, this is a 2-score cushion going in towards the half. Weil with the carry. Cut back. Back up to the right side. Looked like he was going to get the edge, but swallowed up quickly. Picks up a 1 on the play.
yeah, door slammed shut there by Colin Cook again. Now 3rd and long here, 3rd and 8. What do you dial up? If it's me, I think you fake it to Weil, and I would go for something over the middle again.
I like that play action out of Weil when they, fake that trap look and then they throw the post pattern right across the middle.
Yeah.
Hit Jace Taylor again. Maybe see if he can beat the safety again. See if you catch Weiser being aggressive here. As they're all pretty much packed in the box. Nobody's real deep for the Wolverines on the back end of that defense. Benson drops back, has Taylor over the left side, has the completion, has the first down. Pickup of 10.
Just like we said, right?
They ran the out route that time.
First and goal.
Semantics. Semantics.
First down and goal, Lakeland.
And now again, burning that clock a little bit. 6.5 to play before halftime.
They've had the ball the entire quarter thus far as Benson's under center. Going to turn around, toss out to the right side. Weil looking for the edge. Met by the defender. Gets down to about the 5.
With the carry.
Pickup of a yard and a half. He's got 2 touchdowns in the game already.
Now you're looking at 2nd and goal from the 3. I'd be surprised if we didn't see.
Sorry, they're at the 6-yard line, Brandon.
Oh yeah, yeah, I knew that. That's what I said.
It's the angle. We're not off. We're not on the center of the field. We're on the opposite side of the 50. Handoff, Weil over the left side. He's going to lean in. Touchdown, Lakeland Hawks. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. Comes from 6 yards out. That puts him, what a banana stat line.
I love it.
152 yards rushing already and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
That's cool. I think that's.
So Sterling with the point after is up and knocks it through. 21-7, Lakeland Hawks are up on the Weiser Wolverines. I think our sponsor, Meridian Plumbing in the Treasure Valley, the top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs. For 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds and remodels, farms and businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why the thousands of customers return year in and year out for all of their plumbing needs. Just when you thought couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing now offers no charge dispatch fee. Search for your permanent plumber. One call or one click away, and that is to Meridian Plumbing. Choose a safe local plumber. Choose Meridian Plumbing.
1 ticket costs $1 and 6 tickets cost $5. This is your chance to win 50% of tonight's raffle tickets.
Well, gut check time here for the Weiser Wolverines, right? 5:27 to go before halftime. Down 2 scores, 21-7. A chance to, if you score here, you do get the ball to start the second half. You could cash in on both of those drives, and we got a brand new ball game. But it all starts here on this drive.
It'll be interesting to see. Lakeland's defense has seemed to solve a little bit of the Rubik's Cube that is Weiser's offense. So Sterling to tee it up and kick it off. Kind of 3 deep returners back there for the Wolverines. Squirrely line drive, hits off one of the up backs and going to be returned over the right side. Finds a little alley there across the 30 down to the 32.
Yeah, that was Elvis Williams.
Elvis Williams. We get an Elvis.
Elvis is in
We
the building.
we got an Elvis sighting.
Who knew? Elvis was living in Weiser this whole time.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know that you and Will do on the Idaho 8-man prepcast the all-name team.
Yes.
But, I mean, you could do one for the 11-man guys. Like, there's some good ones out there. Elvis being one of them. I love it.
Lovey Weil.
Yeah. Handoff over the left side. That's Cash Cobb. Is going to be swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go. That was a great job by the defensive end, Cash Lund. Actually, outside linebacker, Cash Lund, but he was right up there on the line of scrimmage. Lovey's given name is Gage.
Yes.
But I guess we never asked what the story is there. But
I like it. I still like the nickname better, though. I mean, Gage.
Yes.
Gage is a name.
Gage is cool.
There's a Gage that played very well here at Lakeland. Gage Hendry graduated about 4 or 5 years ago. Sorry, Cage Hendry. I was thinking Gage C. Anyways, roll out to the right side. And that's a good completion out there. Sarich with the reception. He's still on his feet inside the 30 down to the 35-yard line. Nice pickup from Weiser. Was that 33 yards on the pitch and catch?
Nicely done. Colin Cook saw you struggling there, so he said, let me throw a dime to Luke Sarich, get you focused back in on the play on the field here. They're lining up quick here. Multiple backs.
Handoff, Cobb. Sorry to step on you there.
No, I thought you were still jotting down. I was trying to help you out, so you're good. They are. They're not messing around here. I mean, this half got short late.
It did.
4 minutes to go before halftime.
Weiser's driving. They're knocking on the door. Oh, muff. There, and I don't know, Lakeland may have fell on the football. We'll see. They're right in there.
Yeah, I think Weiser got back on top of that.
Fumble on the center exchange. Number 40, Cash
Cobb was luckily there next to the quarterback to fall back down on that because he had like 3 Lakeland Hawks diving in there for the ball.
Yeah, he goes so quickly downhill. Right place, right time.
So 3rd down and 6, and I think we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Harrison. I think that's actually a smart call there. 3:21 left. You want to make sure you got the right play dialed up here.
Yeah.
Not waste this opportunity. You got great field position. You're in deep Lakeland territory.
And you still got 2 timeouts left to work with. So, yeah, totally agree. It's been a good night of football so far. We always get the luxury up here in North Idaho. We're an hour behind everybody, so we get the scoreboard watch a little longer than everybody else. But of course.
But everybody else gets the luxury to listen to us once their game ends. So
that's very true. As other games are careening towards their conclusion, we're just moving to halftime.
Yeah.
So
you get the dulcet tones of Brandon and Ryan. We're on the night shift.
Yes.
Got that smooth jazz for you tonight.
I will. I'll tell you what, watching these two offenses is a little bit like listening to jazz music. It's been, a little scatter shot for Lakeland, in a good way. Weiser's been more, hey, we'll stick to the hits. We'll play the hits.
So 3rd down and 6, Weiser with the football, looking for a conversion here. Cook drops back, passes, has a receiver over to the right side. 1st down. That was Engel on the reception. 1st down, gain of, I think they got 9 on the reception.
That was Noah Bodak, the safety, coming up with the grab there.
So right back to business, 1st down and 10. Hand off to the up back there. Cobb through one defender. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Weiser. From 23 yards out.
And there you see just how quickly, Weiser can move the ball down the field. They needed that in a bad way.
Yeah.
Now the question is, though, 2:53 to go before halftime. Did you leave Lakeland too much time?
Lakeland put together a really nice long drive the last time they had the football. They had the ball for over 6 minutes. Weiser scored rather quickly, too. I think they only took, it was like 2:43. And the point after attempt is good. So 7-point ball game. Lakeland up 21-14 over the visiting Weiser Wolverines. So we had one final last night in the IEL. It was a former 5A clash between longtime rivals Coeur d'Alene and Lewiston. Now Lewiston's down a classification. They're at 5A. Coeur d'Alene in the new 6A classification. Coeur d'Alene goes down there and loses to the Bengals. It's the second time they've lost the Bengals in the last 3 years, both times coming at Bengal Field. This is the swan song for the old Bengal Field, too, as this is the last year they're going to play games there in Lewiston, as that new stadium is being built at the new high school, and it is a gorgeous facility funded by P1FCU, one of our sponsors. I know they're excited about getting that new facility, but I think they're trying to wrap things up in a big way. And they got a huge win last night over the visiting Coeur d'Alene Vikings. The #1 6A team in the state falls to unranked Lewiston.
And complicating things is the fact that Lewiston, you would think, oh, you're dropping down to 5A football. That should be an easy time. Well, no, not really, because Sandpoint and Lakeland have both been pretty good programs the past couple of years.
Yeah, and realistically, you could see all three of those teams making it into the playoffs this year, and Lewiston certainly helped their chances with that huge win last night. Sandpoint taking on Post Falls 4 miles down the road on Highway 41. That's a game going on just down the street. So
I'll run over there at halftime. Okay, see what the score
sounds good. So Lakeland's going to receive this kick. Let's see if they can put a nice return on it across the 25-yard line, dancing back inside to the 30. Still on his feet, finally forced out of bounds. Nice return there. That was Cash Lund.
Yeah, 2:45 to go before halftime. Plenty of time here for Lakeland to try and put something together.
They're going to give it to him at the 35. I'm impressed with my ability to keep stats and do this tonight.
Hey, no, you're doing great. See, if you just believe in yourself, Ryan, you can achieve.
I'm more impressed with my math.
There's been a lot of big chunk yardage plays tonight. I wouldn't be able to add those up so quickly.
A lot of crooked numbers. So first down to 10, Lakeland with it. And they moved him back to 34. Benson drops back, looking to pass, has a receiver, and just over his intended receiver, Hillman. He had a defender right in his face, but the taller Hillman couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, tight coverage there from Josh Weiser. And Meiser's no slot. I mean, 6'1".
Yeah.
Right, but Hillman, 6'2". So, that 1 inch makes a difference.
Football's a game of inches, Brandon.
It is. It's
not to steal from any movies. Get us in trouble.
AKA every movie ever. But.
Lovey Weil on the carry over the left side. He's going to pick up 1.
In terms of, cinematic and movies, and, this feels kind of like a Christmas film, with the green and the red out there on the field tonight.
Looks like they're playing Sandpoint. The old Sandpoint uniforms.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? I really like these Lakeland uniforms.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, and I just like the green and the yellow together, but.
Oh, they're better than the ones we used to have when I was
Weiser.
coaching there. We used to have the yellow pants.
Right.
It did look like the Packers back then. The green and green is a sharp look. Flag on the play. I think they got holding, taking a shot down the middle of the field, incomplete. Benson was looking for his intended receiver, Dylan Scott.
If I'm Weiser, I decline.
Yeah, it'll bring up 4th down if you decline that one.
Weiser's uniforms, of course, complete with the red W on the side of the helmet. They look just like Wisconsin.
Badgers, exactly what I was going to say. So 4th down and 9.
And Weiser did decline that penalty. So I believe just the second punt of the night for Lakeland, right? Opening drive and now here with 1:50 to go before halftime.
Third penalty on the night by the Hawks, but it was declined. They do have three penalties for 25 yards in the ball game.
Man, you're even keeping track of penalty yardage.
Yeah, well, no. Nice punt. Hanging forever up there. And muffed, still on his feet. Is that ball finally corralled by the returner, but it'll bring up first down at 10, 1:41 left here in the half. Ball at the 30-yard line. Nice punt.
Yeah, and Garrett Walker, again, if he catches that cleanly, I think he's got room to operate a little bit. But Weiser's had some special teams issues tonight. Now they're making the long trip up here. I mean, what is it? From Weiser to Rathdrum, like 7 hours?
I would say 5.5.
Yeah.
Easy. By bus, 5.5, 6, perhaps.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, in a bus, might be a little longer, but.
Deep end around. Caught from behind and tackled at the line of scrimmage. That was a beautiful tackle by Cash Lung. Angle couldn't get upfield.
Meanwhile, clock burning, right? 1:30 to play here before halftime. Weiser going to have to hurry. Or not.
I got complimenting myself and then moved my stat sheets.
I mean, geez, Weiser just let 20 seconds burn off the clock here.
So 109, rolling to his right. Cook looking for a receiver, in and out of his hands of his intended receiver. He was looking for Sarich.
Kyler Bauer on the coverage of number 10, Luke Sarich.
So 1:02 left in the first half.
Complete pass, third down, 9 yards to go.
Sorry about that, folks. Had to get my camera recalibrated there. You probably thought you were on a ship or something. That incomplete pass did stop the clock with 1:02 to go before halftime, but a 3rd and 9 now for Weiser. That's.
I think we got a timeout on the field by the Wolverines as well.
They've just kind of been out of sorts on this drive. They ran that play on first down and then took like 20 seconds to line up and run something else. And that's when you needed the timeout. Now with the clock stopped for a pass, now you're calling timeout? That's.
Well, they were about to get a delay a game.
Yeah, a little disjointed out there, but.
See if they can clean things up. I mean, this is a team that, you know, like you said, last year it was only 2 losses on the entire season last year. Both losses coming to teams that played for the state championship. So it's, I mean, a talented group, and they've been talented for the last few years. You know, only a few years ago they won a state championship. You know, they're not too far removed from that game.
Yeah, it was a double overtime classic against Sugar Salem, where Sugar Salem went for the 2-point conversion and the win basically in the second overtime. Weiser had scored, Sugar had answered, and they went for 2, and their All-State running back was tackled by Brett Spencer, who then signed with the University of Idaho Vandals, and was tackled right at the goal line. It was an incredible play over there at the ICCU Dome in Pocatello.
Yeah, both these teams have graduates that are playing for the Vandals now. Owen Forsman from Lakeland and Spencer from Weiser. Drop back to pass, play action, looking for a receiver, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. He was looking for Josh Weiser, or Mizar, sorry. 57 seconds left, 4th down. Flag on the play as well. Maybe decline it here if you're. Yep.
Holding, decline it.
So 4th down. They both had holding penalties on their long 3rd down. Lakeland's going to get another crack at this.
Yeah, that was not how you wanted that series to go if you're a Weiser fan or Coach Tom Harrison.
Saputsky back deep to receive for the Hawks. Cook back to punt. Quick kick, wobbler. Not a great one as he kicks it out of bounds. They're going to spot it. At the 45-yard line. So good field position for Lakeland here.
Now the question is, they've got a dedicated kicker on this year's team, Parker Sterling. what kind of leg does he have? How close can Lakeland get to where they feel comfortable turning it over to Parker Sterling? Potentially. Now, Lakeland's thinking touchdown here. They want a touchdown. 52 seconds left. Still have a timeout to work with. But, well, I guess we might find out what kind of range Parker Sterling, who only kicks.
If it's like the previous ones, I mean, he's probably can hit a 35-yarder at least.
Well,
you know,
that's a tough standard to hold somebody up to. Owen
I mean,
Forsman.
Forsman like drills a 50-yarder, so Benson back, has time, scrambling out to his right, drags the defender, still on his feet, and runs out of bounds. And he better be careful there. The defender could have had the penalty there as he was running Benson and ushering him towards the bench.
As Cash Cobb forcing the action there for Weiser defensively. And all things considered, I liked that. The protection broke down. Benson just ran for what he could, but most importantly, ran to the sideline so he could get out of bounds, stop the clock with 44 seconds to go.
That's a heady play from your senior signal caller. Lakeland up 21-14 just before the half. 2 receivers out to each side. Maybe look at your target, Taylor, over there on the left. We'll see. He's going to pass to Weil over in the flat. He's got it, and he's going to be tackled in bounds. That'll keep the clock running. Just a gain of 2.
And that there, the goal is you've got a hot read. If it's not there, you dump it off to Weil in the flat. Hopefully he can get out of bounds. He didn't. Lakeland's got to burn that last time out here with 27 seconds to go. Ball's going to be right at the 50-yard line.
So, yeah, ball right at midfield, 3rd and 6.
Now, you don't necessarily have to go way deep on this. You could, you get the first down, the clock will stop until they set the ball. You could line up and spike it.
We realistically have 3 shots here. I mean, if you get a deep out route for a first down, you can stop the clock getting out of bounds.
I mean, you got 1 shot because it's 3rd and 5, right? But then if you pick that up, yes, you've got probably 3 plays to try and score.
I mean, it's 2 down territory here anyways. I think you can, or 4 down territory. I mean, you could run 3rd down and 4th down realistically with the amount of time that's left. If you don't get the first down here.
I don't know. Giving Weiser the ball right at midfield. Weiser still has 2 timeouts left.
No,
I think
each team's got a timeout left.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong. Regardless.
Look at the quarter.
Yeah, I was looking at the quarter. So this is a scoreboard. Let me zoom into it over here. This is how you read it. That little number there that says 1 right below the 14, that's the timeout.
So 3rd down, 5 yards to go here, and a penalty flag on the play before the things even get started. So we'll see if that was a procedure penalty.
It's a tough one to swallow if it is coming out of that timeout. Regardless, my original point stands. If you don't get it here, I think you punt it and you pin them.
Sideline warning on the Hawks.
Sideline warning, Lakeland Hawks.
Coach Schroeder was chewing on the official on that side of the field, and we got a timeout by Weiser.
Okay, I'm not sure I get that one. But
so Weiser burns her last timeout. Wish we had instant replay just so I could see the formation that Lakeland even came out in. I think it was a personnel question.
Yeah, that's... Now if you're Lakeland and you don't get the 3rd down here, maybe now I'm more inclined to go for it because now Weiser doesn't have any timeouts left.
If you're tackled in bounds, you can just let the clock run out and go to the half. So, you can do what you want. Now that Weiser doesn't have that timeout in their pocket.
So I think if you're Lakeland here on offense, I like going over the middle with something. You've got kind of some taller receivers, guys that are 6'2", 6'3". Trust them that they can go up and get a little separation.
Well, Taylor's got all 5 receptions in this game for the Hawks so far.
And that checks out because he was their leading receiver coming in. 9 catches for 73 yards on the season. Next highest on the list, Cash Lund, 3 catches for 49 yards.
So Taylor's got 5 receptions for 53 in the game so far. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. They're going to hand off here to Weil over the right side. Runs out of bounds. And into the bench. First down.
I mean, that will also do the same thing, right? but you got to get out of bounds. Wild did just the.
Did he get the first? Oh, he didn't. They're not going to give him the first. They're going to get him just shy.
A full yard. Wow. Good job by Weiser to force him out a yard shy of the first down.
So 4th and 1.
Very impressive.
I mean, absolutely go for it here and then probably just take the quarter, you would think, maybe. I don't know. Maybe take a shot. Get a free look. Well, you don't want to give Weiser the ball back regardless, so you're going to probably go for it. Sneaks with Benson straight up the middle. Picks up 3. And the first down.
Now, that clock's going to stop here at 20 seconds, but as soon as they set it and move those chains, Lakeland's got to be ready to go unless they take their final timeout, which they do. Boy, I would have held on to that. I would have spiked it, and then, but that's why I'm up here.
Yeah, spike it, take a shot.
Yeah. Well, everybody's exhausted. Their full complement of timeouts.
Getting their money's worth. You don't take them home with you.
I had an old coach that used to say that. Can't take them with you. He'd also, this was basketball. Hey, I know you guys think it's cool. You watch the guys in the NBA and stuff. You're about to fall out of bounds, and you go, oh, timeout, so we can keep the possession. Don't do that. Those are my timeouts. I'll call timeout. Yes, sir.
I'm selfish.
Yeah. He was. He's like, don't waste my timeouts.
That's awesome. So 1st down and 10. Lakeland's going to have the ball here. 20 seconds left in the half.
We went 2-18 that year, but that was nothing to do with it.
They don't only let you call some more timeouts. Benson drops back to pass, rushes on in his face, delivers a dart right off the face mask of Weil, who had a defender all over him. Cobb was on him, and just good coverage out there to bring up 2nd down, 15 seconds left.
I think Cobb had a closer play on that than Weil did. Flag came out at the end, too.
Got some laundry out there.
Yeah, right at midfield. I think Weil did a good job of turning into a de facto defender there because
it's going to be against Weiser.
And again, Weiser's had some unfortunate penalties here.
Defensive holding.
Clock will stop on the penalty as well with 15 seconds to go.
So that brings up 1st down and 1. I don't always see that one.
Now our officials are going to get together and talk about that, and I think they're going to move the chains.
They should.
Yeah.
Potentially, unless it happened behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to move it forward a yard and then give them the 1st down.
And again, the clock stops on the penalty, so 15 seconds to go here before halftime. Lakeland out of timeouts.
Benson drops back. As a receiver, he throws it to Taylor. Into the arms and into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeland Hawks. Are you kidding me? 6 seconds left in the half. And Benson throws a 35-yard bomb to Taylor for the touchdown.
Taylor got behind the defender and basically had to turn around and come back to the ball around the 5-yard line. If you're the Weiser defensive back, you can't lose Taylor like that on the play. Nicely done. Nice job by Benson to lob it up and find his man, and Taylor made a great adjustment in the air too.
So Sterling kick goes right into the line of scrimmage and no good. So 27-14 is your score with 6 seconds left in the half. As now this is the hard part where my math starts to fail. Taylor with 88 yards receiving and a touchdown in the first half on 6 receptions.
And really what enabled that, I mean, Lakeland came out and earned that touchdown for sure, but man, Weiser, the way they managed the clock on their last drive before the half, and then the way they continued that drive with the penalties and that stopped the clock with 15 seconds left, I mean, Coach Harrison, I'm sure, is going to have a very spirited talk with his guys at halftime.
sure to stick around. And, of course, the junior tackle football game.
So 27-14, Lakeland with the lead going into, well, there's still 6 seconds, so I can't say going into the half yet.
Look at what we got down here, Ryan. Tell me if you can see these guys.
Oh, the junior tackle at halftime.
Yeah, junior tackle's going to come out and play at halftime. The future of Lakeland Hawks football. Cool.
Oh, they have a blast. They actually got a really great program up here. A ton of kids turn out too.
Yeah, that's always fun.
So Sterling tees it up. See if he boots another worm burner. Nice line drive there off the face mask. Skips into the receiver. Over the right side, tackled at the 35, 37-yard line. That was Engel. And that's going to be the end of the first half of play. So heading into halftime, Lakeland leads 27-14 over the visiting Wolverines from Weiser. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back here with more here on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
And we're back here at Corbett Field in Rathdrum. Lakeland leads 27-14 as we wrap up the half. Both teams an extended halftime. We had a junior tackle football game that took place at the half. We got some halftime stats for you. Lakeland offensively has been fireworks. It's been the Lovey Weil show. 15 carries, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns from Lovey Weil in the first half. Benson had 4 carries for 21 yards. Taylor, 2 carries, 7 yards. Sardina had that one nice carry for 20 yards for the Hawks rushing. Passing in the ballgame, Lakeland is 7 of 9. Benson is 7 of 9 for 90 yards and a touchdown passing. Very efficient night from Benson. Taylor's been his go-to receiver, though. He's got 6 of the 7 receptions, 88 yards and a touchdown for Taylor, and Weil has the other reception for 2 yards. So Lovey adding to his total for the ballgame. He's at 159 total yards and 2 touchdowns in the ballgame for Lakeland. Offensively for Weiser, the visiting team, Cobb 7 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. Sarich 22 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. Engel with 4 carries for 36 yards. Cook has a single carry for 3 yards. Cook passing, though, he is 3 of 9 for 44 yards. Sarich has a 33-yard reception. Engel has 2 receptions for 11 yards, and that is your offensive stats in this ballgame. So Lakeland leads 27-14 as we get ready for the start of the second half of play. As we got, they're still trying to wait a minute and 22, and I think both these teams are like, well, let's just get ready and get on with this thing. Because that halftime took almost a half hour.
Yes, very extended halftime with the little guys out there playing, which is cool, you know. Again, I'm all right with it. So.
Yeah, they got their touches. So yes. Some scores from around the IEL. Moscow leads Clarkston 6-0 at the half. Sandpoint trails Post Falls. That was also at the half. I forgot the score on that one already.
31-6.
31-6 Post Falls all over Sandpoint. I mean, that's telling you something. Lewiston played Post Falls last week, got beat. Where does this 5A picture start to look like as these teams start to end up on their collision course towards the back end of this season? So Sterling's going to kick it off here to Weiser. They're going to start with the football, the Wolverines are. And Sterling puts his toe into the end over end kick. As Engel's going to bring up the return, and he's swallowed. He tries to break free, but he's going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line. That's where they're going to set up shop on first down.
It does seem like Lakeland's just a half a step quicker than Weiser tonight, especially on these special teams plays. I was trying to remember what that facet of the game was called. Oh, jeez.
Tim Anderson, the special teams coach for the Hawks, I was teasing him a little bit because he's got this saying. He's always like, special teams are special. And I was like, well, you're in a running ball game, so we'll see how special that is tonight.
Yeah.
First down run, Cobb over the right side, gets a nice carry there, and then absolutely hammered. Nice tackle out there on the outside edge, but Cobb picks up 8, maybe 9 on the carry.
Cash Cobb on the run. Kyler Bauer of the Hawks making the tackle. Second down and 2 yards to go.
So second 1.5. Nice carry there again. Over the right side, still on his feet, trying to cut back inside. Close to midfield, finally brought down. Pickup of 20 yards from Cobb.
Cash led with the Hawks making the tackle.
This is exactly what Weiser needed coming out of the locker room here at halftime. A couple of positive momentum plays.
So Cook under center, turnaround, handoff inside. Cobb again over the right side, picks up 3, maybe 4.
Cash Cobb again on the carry. Nice gain on the play.
I feel like a broken record here.
Well, I feel like Weiser kind of got away from their offensive identity in that first half. And they're getting right back to it here in the second half for sure.
Handoff again, inside. Guess who? Cobb. Guess what? First down, picks up 11.
Hey, you sound like our president there. Guess what? That's what he always says.
Listen here. Sorry.
And everybody said that was a problem, but guess what? I fixed it.
Cobb a yard shy of the century mark here. First down and 10.
Oh, sorry about that, folks.
Keeper Cook over the right side. He's going to go across the 30 down to the 28. Pickup of 7 on the carry. Second down and 3.
Second down, 3 yards to go.
It's like Novocaine, right? When they run the swing. Coach Boone. Pitch, inside run. Engel. First down. Gain of 8.
Cole Engel with the carry.
They do. They call it the Wolverine tee. It's kind of their own unique spin on that wing tee.
Line to gain achieved. First down and 10.
So first down 10. Cook under center. Snap. Play action. Out to the right side. Has his receiver. At the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown. Weiser comes right back out of the half and gets the score. That was Weiser on the reception.
Yeah, Josh Weiser got the catch in the flat and then just turned on the afterburners there. And boy, Weiser absolutely needed that to bring it to a one-score game.
So 22-yard touchdown. From Cook to Weiser. And waiting the point after, it was just blocked.
Of course.
So
they blocked one in the first half. Lakeland gets him back here.
7-point ball game. Lakeland leads 27-20. They're going to get the ball here for their first opening drive of the second half. But Weiser starts things off quick on offense. Goes right down 80 yards in for the touchdown.
I almost said, that blocked extra point could loom large as we get deeper into the game, but good thing I didn't, because
got him right back.
Same thing happened right there. So, yeah.
So 9:38 left here in the third quarter of play. Got ourselves a ball game, folks. Single possession game. Weiser ain't done yet. That's the Weiser offense I think we all kind of expected to see the way things started here in the second half. Certainly a much better offensive output just to this point in the game than they had the entire ball game against Buell last week.
The Lakeland cheer squad. Congratulations, ladies, for being here. Thank you very much. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Lakeland Dance team, fresh off their halftime performance. Well done, ladies.
So Weiser's going to tee things off here. Delgadillo is going to be the kicker. It's a fun one.
Yes, Delgadillo.
I'm so glad the high school game has not gone to the NFL kickoff. Oh, my goodness. So
Yeah, that's ugly.
puts his toe in it. Lakeland's going to get the ball here. Return, cross the 30 to the 35. Still on his feet, stiff arm, out to the 40. Brought down at the 42-yard line. Huge gain there on the opening kickoff return for the Hawks of the second half. Saputsky with the carry.
46, Weston Black making the tackle on the play.
Yeah, and that
First down and 10.
the
Lakeland.
special teams still kind of causing problems for Weiser a little bit there. Lakeland just, it seems like they've got speed in spades. They know how to use it.
So first down at 10, Lakeland's going to have the ball here. Benson at quarterback, Weil in the backfield with him in the shotgun. They're going to hand off Weil, start things off running here, and he's going to get run out of bounds for no gain. Maybe one. Give the young man his yard. Cutting into that average per carry, though.
Yeah, just slightly.
16 carries for 158.
That's remarkable. He might, we'll see at the end of the season, but man, if he does this every single week, he might be Idaho's leading rusher this year.
Could happen the way Lakeland runs this offense.
Yep.
Kind of reminds me of like Tevin Burns from Post Falls.
Yeah. Really good back.
Really good burst out of the backfield. Blitz on from Wolverines, leaves a man open. Taylor on the outside. puts a juke on his man, spins back, first down and then some. He's going to pick up 13 on the first down on the second down reception. Brings up a first down. I need to catch myself there. Taylor goes over the century mark receiving.
That's pretty impressive, too, for a team that just likes to pound it.
So Benson's thrown for 103 yards in the ball game. He's 8 of 10 passing. Very efficient. As a coach, he'll take those numbers. 2 receivers each side. Handoff. Weil inside. Somersaults up the middle. Picks up a yard. All you see is his cleats go straight up in the air.
With the stop. Gain of 1. Second and 9.
Second down and 9. Should put a pedometer on Benson just to see how many yards he runs or how much mileage he puts in during a game. Running just between the huddle and the sideline to take the play in.
I thought you were saying speedometer at first.
No.
No, pedometer, tracking your steps.
Dude's getting his steps in. Screen over to the right side. That was Cash Lund on the reception. No gain on the play.
Cash Lund with the catch. Number 40, Cash Cobb, making the stop. No gain
So
for
third and 9. Lakeland's been in this exact position before, and that one of those closing drives there in the first half. They got a huge first down on it. See if they go back to the well here, as they've got Hillman out wide to the right. Taylor's over to the left with Dylan Scott. They're going to pass here. Benson rolling to his right, looking for a man. Flag on the play, trying to direct traffic. And incomplete over the top. And we got another flag on the play.
Well, this will be fun to sort out.
All the laundry out there.
Boy, I tell you what, good stab by Sardina trying to make that over-the-shoulder grab. I mean, it's all going to be for naught, but still pretty impressive.
I'm still waiting for what this flag is. It's taking forever. They got the meeting of the minds out there.
That's a good way to describe it.
My eyesight's not the greatest, so I'm trying to see who the white hat is for tonight's ball game.
Holding on Lakeland. Personal foul on Weiser. So I believe they will mark off the yardage for the hold first, and then they will tack on the 15 yards for Weiser's penalty, and in addition to that, automatic first down.
So Lakeland gets bailed out on the 3rd and long.
So now we need
to think. I don't know, because they're marking it shy of the sticks and they haven't moved anything. So it's going to replay the down. I think they just pick up 4 yards on it.
I stand corrected. We need the pedometer now for our umpire, moving all that penalty yardage.
So Benson in the shotgun on 3rd down. He's going to run the draw straight up the middle. First down and then some. Nice play there from Benson. Picks up 7 on the carry.
I mean, that'll work. I mean, just when you start worrying about, all right, Chase Taylor, we got to defend him on the edge, and Lovey Weil, and Benson says, hey, don't forget, I can run it too.
First down and 10, Lakeland Hawks.
To the delight of our PA announcer.
So 2 penalties. I mean, it's been a relatively clean game. 2 penalties on Weiser, 3 penalties on Lakeland in this ball game so far. Don't want to jinx this. I formation for the Hawks. Benson under center. Weil going to go straight ahead. It's just an old 48 sweep there. Picks up 9.
Okay, so when you say 48 sweep, describe.
And a flag at the end of the play.
Okay, while they sort that out, when you say 48 sweep for the audience at home, what do you?
So typically your tailback is your 4-man, right? 3 is going to be your fullback. 2 is usually your slot. 1 would be quarterback, right?
Okay.
So when you say 48, it's going to be 4-man, 8 hole. So you count to the right of the center as your even, to the left of the center is your odd numbers. So 4-man, 8 hole, 48. Sweep is going to be the play running out to the right side.
So between the center is 0.
0.
Between center and guard is 1.
If you're going to the left, 2 if you're going to the right.
Right.
Yep. So 3.
Guard and tackle would be 4 to the right. Tackle and tight end would be 6. And then anything outside of the tackle box, 8.
Yep. So you're on trap. And your center's pulling backside and screws all your numbers up. So I'm looking for the penalty here. We see things going backwards, so we'll see what.
I feel like we needed a chalkboard for that last.
I don't know why they're moving all the sticks. They should only be moving the down marker,
Yeah,
not the rest of the sticks. They moved the entire chains. I don't know if the officials just realized the entire chain set just moved.
Doesn't appear so.
It should be like replay the down. It should be 1st and 15, but unless they tack that at the end of the play. Regardless, it's a penalty on Lakeland. He's got a receiver. Taylor's open, basket catch. Over the shoulder, still on his feet. Darts inside down to the 10-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Benson to Taylor again.
Taylor with the catch, brought down by number 33.
25-yard gain.
Now you're looking at 1st and 10, ball inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line.
10, Lakeland High.
So 1st and 10. That's a beautiful catch by Taylor, kind of a back shoulder fade out there.
Benson's been putting it on the money.
Handoff for the right side, Weil running inside, picks up a couple. He's down to the 10-yard line, and another flag on the play. Okay, now we're seeing the laundry. I jinxed the game. I apologize, everyone.
Hard to get a rhythm, right? Every play, it seems like there's something.
It's probably going to be against Lakeland. They seem to be talking to one of the captains. Nope, it's against Weiser. Personal foul face mask, I believe. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. Lakeland's going to have the ball, 1st down and goal.
That's a huge one. That hurts.
Goal for Lakeland.
Lakeland putting together a really nice drive here as they're looking for the answer. Weiser threw the haymaker on their first opening drive there. Lakeland handoff, Weil inside, trying to follow his blocker, still on his feet, fighting for the goal line. Nice stand there by Cobb, though, to deny him. Pickup of 2, but he just won't get anything beyond that.
And he's played really well on defense tonight for Weiser. Cash Cobb, sideline to sideline, might be the toughest hombre out there.
He's been all over the field, that's for sure. Cook's been in there too at linebacker also.
And here comes the line change again. 4 new skill guys come in for Lakeland. What a luxury that is.
I'm looking up for icing. I've just exhausted the limitations of my hockey knowledge. Handoff up the middle. And fighting for the goal line, and I believe he's in. Touchdown, Lakeland. That was number 6. Freshman Nate Bavakwa.
4-yard run, Clive Hobbs.
Nope, never mind, that was Hobbs. I thought it was 6, but it was 8. That's my bad. So Hobbs with the 3-yard touchdown run. Gets his way into the scorebook. And the kick is up and good.
So just when you thought Weiser was going to grab some momentum, Lakeland snatches it back, aided by a couple of penalties.
You know, we talked about, it'd be nice to have a house right by the field. I don't know if you just looked across the way, Brandon, but look at that backyard. I don't know if you get a shot on that on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
But that is, you talk about living right there, L-I-V-I-N, you're living.
Oh, I went too far. Hold on here. Oh,
look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Little football, little fire.
Woo! We got a couple people sitting out there watching.
Maybe they're watching us at home. I don't know. We'll see.
Some people in Rathdrum don't like it when
Yeah, you get a little too nosy there. You got to be careful.
I don't want any trouble. Let me just back out. That's cool though. That's what I'd be doing, man.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
heck yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. That's cool. That's what it's all about.
Beautiful evening here in North Idaho. Hasn't cooled off too much. It's still probably in the mid to upper 70s. So 3:56 left here in the third quarter. Lakeland jumps back out to their 14-point lead, 34-20.
You can hear a little kid behind us saying emotional damage.
Oh, muffs the return. He picks it back up. He's on his feet and swallowed under shy of the 20-yard line.
Continues to be emotional damage somewhat on the special
And that
team.
was Elvis. Elvis dropped the ball there and picked it back up, got the return at least. He got it back for the Weiser Wolverines.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines.
I want him to get a long run just so I can make the Elvis has left the building call.
Yeah. Let's see it happen.
Put that on the reel.
Heck yeah.
Cook turns around, hands it to Cobb, goes over the right side, trying to find a lane. Lakeland stretching that one out. Still on his feet, through a tackle. First down, knocked out of bounds. Picks up 13 on the carry. Goes over the century mark in the ball game. 112 yards so far for Cobb tonight on 12 carries.
First down and 10. Wolverines.
Weiser right back to work. First down at 10. Ball at the 33-yard line. Handoff. Cobb again, left side this time. Trying to find the corner. Defense there, runs through a tackle. Still on his feet. Nice carry. Ball's down. Picked up. Lakeland back the other way. Here he comes. Still on his feet. Down to the 15-yard line. Cash Lund with the strip. Gets the recovery and goes back the other way. And we got another flag on the field. That's way out of the Weiser huddle.
See what it is here.
That was a beautiful run by Cobb, but looked like Lund just put his helmet right on the football. That's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Wolverines.
Somebody said something in frustration on the way
Yep.
back to the sideline. That was one of those where Cobb, I know he's a tough runner, but that time, because he was fighting for that extra yardage, that ball's able to be punched out. And, yeah, great job there defensively. The scoop and the near score.
And then that
by Cash Lund.
15-yard penalty on the back end of that one. Well, it's probably going to knock it half the distance to the goal, bring it down to the 9. So Lakeland on offense here. We talked about it, who's going to get the first turnover. Ball at the 7. Benson passing. First down, incomplete. Overshoots his intended receiver. He was looking for Taylor out there. He's been his go-to guy tonight with 8 receptions for 126 yards and a touchdown. In a normal game, that would probably be your IdahoSports.com player of the game favorite, but this ain't a normal game for Lovey Weil.
Well, and I mean, still 3:21 to play in the third, a 34-20 lead for Lakeland. Now you figure they score again here. Man, that's really going to put Weiser behind the 8 ball, right?
Weil's been quiet here in the second half. He did all of his damage, most of it in the first half.
I mean, they haven't needed him, right?
Yeah.
They've been using other guys. And
the arm of Benson's come alive. Benson, handoff. Weil over the right side, into the end zone, somersault, touchdown. They gave it to him. That was a beautiful run. We'll save that one for the highlight reel. What a run by Lovey Wiles, 7 yards out into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, the IHSAA has their plays of the week. I think we should submit that one.
That is
but
gorgeous.
They got to keep your call on it.
Thank
That's
you.
The caveat. That's the
somersault?
Yeah. That was cool.
It was more of a cartwheel, but that was awesome.
Yeah, little handspring. Yeah, what a play. Just when we forgot about him, right? Wiles says.
Quiet night. Here he goes.
What a play.
And almost blocked again, but Sterling punches it through.
Parker Sterling's point after attempt is good.
So Lakeland stretches it to a 21-point lead.
The Lakeland Hawks 41. The Wolverines
Take
20.
the turnover, and they turn it into points. So it's been tall order stopping this Lakeland offense. Got a little bit bigger here for Weiser if they're going to help to stick their nose back in this ball game. They were driving pretty nicely too. So 3 touchdowns, 168 yards. Have yourself a night.
Seriously.
Should be nominated for Player of the Week. So Lakeland's going to kick this one off. Engel back there to receive. He's been close to popping a couple of them tonight. Sterling puts his foot into it. Elvis is going to bring the return here.
Decent return.
Sorry, that was Ty Cobb.
Cash Cobb.
No, that was Ty Cobb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Making the stop for
We'll all be.
I mean, came out of the grave, and from his greatness in the halls of Cooperstown, he makes a kick return.
Yeah. There was a kid who played for CUNA a couple years ago named Ty Cobb also. Interesting. Ty Cobb, yeah, boy. Hall of Fame baseball player. Kind of a jerk, though, personality-wise.
I'm sure this Ty Cobb's really nice.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. We're talking about the Detroit Tigers Ty Cobb.
Weiser going to hand it off. Coming back this way on the counter, nothing doing. Sniffed out by the Lakeland defense right there at the line of scrimmage.
Ty Cobb, though, he lived down in Atlanta, Georgia in the off seasons, had a buddy that told him, hey, there's this new company starting up. You should get in on the ground floor and be an investor. Ended up making him millions upon millions of dollars. It was Coca-Cola.
Huh.
He was a ground level investor of Coca-Cola. Maybe he knows what the secret recipe is.
Well, I know it was in the original Coca-Cola, but I don't know if we can talk about it on here.
Can't talk about that.
The DEA would get involved.
Oh, false start here on Weiser. That's tough.
So when we said it was a relatively clean penalty game, that's the 5th penalty on the night for the Wolverines. So 2nd down and long. Cook drops back to pass, has the receiver over on the right side. Nice gain there, nice tackle on the outside edge, and a little bit of chippiness over there, so the flag came out, a little bit of laundry on the field. Nice reception, though. That was Sarich on the reception.
Ruxton Lukey making the tackle. Flag on the play.
See what the penalty is here. What would have been a reception for about 11. We'll see here as things continue to back up. I think the penalty is now going to be against Weiser. It's a dead ball. So negates the pass play. Now we'll go 2nd down and 16. Sorry, 3rd down at 16. I shouldn't have changed the sticks. I think it's still 2nd down. Cook back to pass, throws it. Sarich again on the reception, fights through one tackle, gets a nice gain there. Pick up 14.
Sarich with the catch. Noah Bodak making the
So now for Weiser, I mean, down 3 scores, not only do you got to score, but you got to score kind of quickly. And that's the one thing we haven't seen tonight are those really big, 20-plus yard type plays.
Weiser going to run it here. Handoff, Cook inside, fights his way on 4th down, picks up the first. Gain of 6.
Cash Cobb on the carry for
I mean, that'll do it, right? Keep moving the chains, but
Taylor and Carly on the tackle.
So first down to 10. Cook under center. He's going to roll to his right, keep it. Trying to find the corner. Picks up 3 on the play.
this is just a disciplined Lakeland defense. And again, Cash Lund, he's been a busy guy out there tonight. Oh, we got an injured player.
I believe that's Cook down on the field.
Oh, that's tough. Well.
Oh, that's a Lakeland player. Okay, good. It's both. He's up and running off. I'm not saying good. It's for Weiser. I'm saying it's good. Good that the player's up and coming off.
Nothing about this is good. The injured Hawk is.
We don't have a 21 on the roster.
September 28th, Oktoberfest, sponsored by Lakeland Media.
Someone.
I was saying good that he was up and coming off the field.
Yes. I got what you're saying.
Cobb up the middle, runs through a couple defenders, picks up the first down. Gain of 7.
Very well blocked.
Move the sticks again, but we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter.
First down and 10.
Again, Weiser's moving the ball 5-6 yards at a time, but
Cobb has 125 yards rushing in the game.
that's pretty good.
That was a nice little dive play because that faked me out. I thought that Cook was tracked to pass on the play action. He handed off to the fullback.
He did. He executed that drop back fake really well.
That was Weston Black.
Cash Lund making the tackle. Gain of 4.
And that's really the number one trait you want in an option quarterback.
Dive play there. Pick up 2. It was Black again.
And that was the other defensive end, Levi Pallas, making the tackle there for Lakeland. He's been kind of an unsung guy down there.
That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter, so we're going to change ends of the field. Put the 4s up on the board. 41-20, Lakeland with the lead going into the final quarter play. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here on IdahoSports.com.
Who isn't looking for extra ways to save some money these days, right? I'm always looking for new ways to save, but I haven't found anything better than my Ascend checking account. It's a free account that offers 3.5% of your average monthly balance. That could feed your coffee obsession for 2 weeks. Not only am I earning money, but it also has all the best features of a checking account. What's not to love?
Open your P1FCU checking account at P1FCU.org and start earning today.
And we're back here at Hobbs Field. Sorry, Corbett Field. Hobbs Field. Talking about Hobbs, he just carried the ball. Corbett Field at Lakeland. Man, it's already been a long night. It's only the 4th quarter. Lakeland leads 41-20 here on IdahoSports.com. Just saying off air, too. It's kind of a surprising score. I didn't really expect it to be a 3-score game.
Yeah, it's
that's what we're thinking about right there.
That's where we're headed for post game. We're gonna
just go do the show over there.
Go enjoy the fire.
Ask for a s'more.
Hopefully this Weiser offense can thaw out a little bit here. It's been a pretty good night, but again, turnovers, penalties, kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit.
So wing T here for the Wolverines. Spin, inside toss, over the left side, first down. That was Engel on the carry. Pick up a 5.
And everything Weiser has earned tonight tough yardage. They're going to feel it. They're going to be taking ice baths tomorrow morning. This Lakeland defensive front, I love what they've done with it. And I'll explain after this next play.
So Cook under center. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking out to the flat. Nice coverage out there by Lakeland. Was that Bodak in coverage?
Yeah, Bodak, nice job.
A great job by Noah Bodak. Looking for his intended receiver.
So Lakeland's got a big, tall pair of defensive ends here. They've got Levi Pallas, 6'2", 240. They combo that with Landon Burmeister, 6', 200. And then their nose tackle kind of depends on what they want to do. If they want to plug up the middle, they go Carter Vanek, who's, 6'3", 280. Or they go with Peyton Sardina, who's more built like a linebacker.
Cook rolls to his left. He throws right down the sideline, looking for an intended receiver, in and out of the hands. But a beautiful coverage out there, too. Weiser was the intended receiver.
Well, it was Kyler Bauer in coverage for Lakeland there defensively. Penalty flag came out at the end as well here. And sportsmanlike conduct on Lakeland. So that's a 15-yard penalty. Just to wrap up, so Peyton Sardina has been playing nose tackle a lot last week and then this week tonight as well. And he's not built like a typical, he's 5'10", 180, but he is so short and so quick. He beats the center or the guard to that A-gap like time and time again, and he sets the tone for that entire defensive line. He's listed as a linebacker on the roster. I love what they've done with Sardina, lining him up at the nose.
Well, they've had Terry Smith in there too from the backer spot. He'll creep up and swap off too. That's Tim Kiefer is notorious for doing this. He likes those small, shifty, hard to box in defensive tackles at times just to give a different look. Run over the left side there. That was Cobb on the carry. Picks up a yard.
I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, yes, there's the fumble was crucial for Weiser. The penalties didn't help. But at the end of the day, Lakeland is leading this game by 3 scores with 11 minutes to go because they are winning the battle in the trenches.
Absolutely.
On both sides. And for Weiser, again, 2 very tough teams out of the gates. They're probably going to be 0-2, barring a comeback, but it's to 2 very good opponents. Nothing to worry about if you're a Wolverine fan.
And we got a penalty flag.
That's the one thing you could worry about.
False start.
Too many penalties.
False start on Weiser.
Delay a game penalty.
Oh, delay a game.
Wolverines.
Okay.
I mean, because Weiser has one more non-conference game next Friday at home against Melba, which was a state semifinalist last year at the 3A level. And then it's the conference grind. So you got to start figuring some of this out.
Especially the way Fruitland's looked this year, too. So there's no easy days off. As Cook rolls to his left, he's sacked. Big loss on the play.
Burmeister, or excuse me, Cash Lund, yeah.
Loss of 7.
And you look at that Snake River Valley Conference, yeah, Homedale, Fruitland's looks great. Don't forget about McCall Donnelly.
Yeah.
They were a very good team last year, too.
That's what I'm saying. That conference is not easy this year. I mean, between McCall Donnelly, Fruitland's looked good. You, of course, have Homedale. Cook rolls to his right, throws back to his left. Nice look out there for the screen. Picks up 9 on the play.
Because right now, in terms of a comeback, they're taking too much time on the clock to manufacture a drive, and it's 4th down. I mean, it's 4th and 12.
That was Monterosa on the reception.
4th and 12, 9.5 minutes to go. Ball's at the 34 of Lakeland. Got to go for it here. And you've got it. You haven't had a play go for 12 yards all night.
Cook rolls to his right, looking for receiver, still looking. Double coverage back there, and they're going to get pass interference on the Lakeland Hawks. They didn't need to make that contact.
I mean, there were 5 guys around the one receiver.
We're not talking about the burger shop, folks.
We're not talking about the burgers. Yeah, you could have just let that one go. That was no need for the pass interference.
So it'll keep the drive alive for Weiser.
That's a tough one for Lakeland for sure.
Forward pass interference.
Lakeland's penalties, that's their 5th one on the night. They've been big ones. I mean, you're looking at 65 yards in penalty yardage on 5 penalties.
Yeah, and I mean, for Lakeland, a good chance they're going to be 3-0 coming out of this one.
Look ahead of the schedule.
They host Frenchtown, Montana, the Bronx next week. Frenchtown's off to a 1-0 start over there in Montana. They're no slouch.
Yeah, they've got dates with Post Falls coming up still.
Yeah, and then a couple of roadies at Moscow and Timberlake. And
counter from Weiser. We'll see if they said he was down. He may have fumbled that football, but that was Engel on the carry.
This is, and they said the ball came out.
Ball came out right at the end. Lakeland recovered. Engel fumbled it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Lakeland. First down and 10.
It looked like maybe Cash Lund was the guy at the bottom of the pile with that. Could have been him or Palace. Both guys were in there.
Getting dapped up with their attaboys.
Yeah. I mean, that'll just about seal it. I mean, 8:53 to go. You were driving. You had the ball at their 12. Following a huge pass interference penalty. Yeah. That's a tough turnover for sure.
So 2nd turnover of the night for the Wolverines. Hoping to keep things alive. They need to stop here if they're going to try to stay in this ball game, but it being a 3-score game. Handoff inside. Wild dancing in the hole. Weiser met him right at the line of scrimmage. Great defense there. Cobb was one of them on the scene.
Cobb having a great night defensively.
So 169 yards rushing on the night for Weil with 3 touchdowns. He did score the touchdown on the last drive. Benson in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle. Pick up, we'll give him 5 on the carry.
Aiden Benson with the carry.
And at this point, just looking to run a little time off the clock here. This is the first of 3 home games in a row for Lakeland. Frenchtown, Montana next week, and then Post Falls the week after. But then 3 of their last 4 on the road. That's going to prepare them for the playoffs.
That Post Falls game, I mean, put a pin on that one as a big game coming up, too. That's going to be a dandy of a ball game.
Yeah.
Post Falls been all over Sandpoint tonight. Handoff right up the middle. Close to the line to gain. They may be there.
Clive Hobbs on the carry.
That was Hobbs on the carry.
The ever-present number 40, Cash Cobb, making the stop on the play.
Cash Cobb, another tackle there. And again, for Weiser, probably going to be 0-2 after this, but they're still a good football team.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely no need to panic. But next week against Melba, that kind of becomes a must-win because you got to start bankrolling some wins. But I've been pretty impressed with both of these teams tonight.
I mean, you're taking on one of the top teams in 5A. In my opinion, Lakeland just on the outside in one of the rankings and at 5 in the other. Handoff over the right side. No gain on the play.
They'll be well with the carry, number 36. Stockton Young making the tackle.
Here's an impressive stat for you, Brandon. So far in the game, Lovey has not had a negative yardage rush. He's had 2 carries for 0 yards, but he has yet to have negative yardage.
Pretty impressive.
Fact, so far in the ballgame, Lakeland has 1 play for negative yardage, and it was a completed pass. Handoff inside, dancing in the hole, still on his feet, spinning forward. Picks up 4.
Lovey Weil again on the carry.
On 5 on the carry for Lovey Weil.
Number 7, Diego Delgadillo, making the stop on the play.
So 3rd down and 3, ball at the 30. Benson dropping back, passing. Taylor snatches it on the slant route, picks up the 1st down.
Pretty impressive.
He's had himself a night.
Chase Taylor with the nice catch. 1st down and 10, Lakeland Hawks.
131 yards receiving for Taylor. Benson passing for 133 in the ball game. 1st down to 10. Ball to 36. Handoff inside and a flag on the play. No gain on the play. Wiles met at the line of scrimmage.
Updating an SRV score for the Weiser fans tonight. McCall Donnelly did beat Nampa Christian 24-7. So McCall Donnelly off to a 2-0 start.
I'll say, you look at some of these conferences statewide. How, the 3A SRV, has been brutally tough in the last few years. It's going to continue this year, it looks like.
Fruitland plays tomorrow against New Plymouth at Albertson Stadium at BSU on the blue. Part of a triple header there tomorrow.
Yeah, there's some great games.
Yeah, Gooding and Parma the first one, then it's Fruitland and New Plymouth, and then Melba and Coal Valley Christian in the nightcap.
Benson passing out the screen on the right side. Flag down again on the play. And Lakeland, if the coach wants to pick at the team a little bit in this one, you want to find some spots to work on. These penalties for the Hawks, they're going to come back and haunt you against a team that may press you a little bit more. Another holding penalty. $75 yards in penalty yardage against Lakeland in this ball game.
Man, and that's something that Coach Schroeder's going to want to clean up for sure.
So 1st down and 27. I think it's more than that.
Yeah, boy, moving the wrong direction, but the clock moving the right direction. 3:30 and counting here. If you're Lakeland,
that's like 1st down and 35. I'm sorry, but 32. Yeah, 1st and 32. My math is not great, but it's at least I know I can read the yard lines. Handoff inside, met at the line of scrimmage. Weil picks up a yard.
And you can see Lakeland just starting to power down a little bit here.
175 for Weil in the ball game. 23 carries. I will say this, for the second half, they've held him to 21 yards.
Yeah,
if you look at putting a pin on things that you've done correctly in the second half, you probably keyed on that at halftime, saying, hey, we got to stop 23 in green. They've done a pretty good job of that. Benson going to keep it here. He's going to run inside through a couple defenders, gets a nice gain on 2nd down. Hey, no yellow hanky. Pickup of 11.
Aiden Benson with the carry for Lakeland. 31, Ellis Williams making the tackle. Third down, 17, Lakeland.
So 3rd and long. Two minutes left in the ball game. Benson dropping back to pass. He's got a guy down the sideline. He's going to take a shot over the top and in and out of his hands of his intended receiver. He was looking for number 80, Cash Lund. That falls incomplete. One of a few incompletions tonight.
Pass intended to Cash Lund. Number 33, Garrett Walker in coverage.
Yeah, there haven't been a ton of those tonight, huh?
So that'll bring up 4th down and long.
I'm sure you'll punt it away here and maybe let those backup defenders get a little series.
Had a decent JV ball game before this one, too.
Yeah. Fun one.
Not a great punt. It's going to hit shy of midfield, bounce back into Lakeland territory. Weiser's going to get a good field position here. Ball right around the 45, 44-yard line. 1:34 left.
You'll just have to take Ryan's word for it. Sorry, a little distracted there on the camera.
Updating the Friday Night Flash.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, hey, I can broadcast and run the site all at once, sure.
So 1st down at 10, Weiser with the football. Handoff, Cobb over the left side, flag down on the play. Close to a 1st down, but this one could be coming back for a hold.
Man, that is tough. The hits keep on coming.
Cobb on the carry. Terry Davis making the stop for Lakeland.
That was a legal chop block. Illegal chop block by the Wolverines will bring the play back. So a 10-yard loss. 8th penalty of the ball game for Weiser. So that's a 15-yarder. 1st and 25. Cook rolling to his right, looking for receiver. Finds
Went down a little.
Sarich, who went down a little awkwardly.
Yeah, looks like he's all right though, so that's good.
With the catch, Clyde.
These Weiser guys are tough, man. They're gonna fight till the last play. You've got to commend them for that.
Pass over to the left side, incomplete. Good coverage out there by Caden Carl. Intended receiver was Weiser. 1:05 left here in the ball game. 3rd down and long. 3rd and 20. .105 left, 41-20. Lakeland with the lead here in the 4th quarter. That's a shame on me for not updating the scoreboard, and I'm surprised I got away with it for this long.
It's because your broadcast partner's been at large. I haven't been around much here in this 2nd half.
So big play over the left side there. Nice gain on 3rd down. Pickup of 13. That was Mizar. I could have swore that was Mizar, not Sarich, but
they're really close, 10 and 11. Those are their jersey numbers. So
and rolling to his right, Cook throws down the sideline, intercepted by the Hawks. He dropped it at the end, but did they give him contact to say the ground caused the drop? We'll see. He came down with it, made a football move. We'll see what they call. They're going to say incomplete. But regardless, that actually works better for Lakeland's favor. It'll give them first down at 10. Up at the Lakeland 42. I would expect to see some negative yardage plays here in the score column to close things out. A couple of knee downs, and we're going to be heading out of here.
Yep. Hard-fought game between both sides tonight. I was very impressed. These two teams are now going to go their separate ways. Fortunately for them, different classifications. They don't have to see each other down the road in the playoffs. They can both kind of mutually support each other the rest of the way, right?
Yeah, and I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, you can look at this too. I mean, Weiser in the second half has done relatively a great job on defense. I mean, they really have done pretty well. But Lakeland, I mean, you look at what they did offensively in the first half was just lighting up the scoreboard. So handoff in the inside. No gain on the play. Trying to see who that was at running back. That was number 30, Sardina.
Number 21, Elvis Williams, making the tackle.
Might do it. They might have to run one more snap here, but.
So 16 seconds. See if the officials just let them get away with it here as we're inside at 10. Haven't seen them start a play clock, so that's going to do it here from Corbett Field here at Lakeland High School. Lakeland wins tonight in Rathdrum 41-20 over the visiting Weiser Wolverines. Big night for the Hawks offensively as they get the win over the visiting Weiser team. Weiser's going to have themselves a good season. I still look at this team. There's a lot of talent there in that group. They're going to come back and regroup. I think they're going to make a run within their conference play. They got a game that they can win next week against Melba, but Melba's a pretty good team too. This Lakeland team, keep an eye on them. This Hawks team playing really tough right now as they beat Weiser 41-20. And I don't know if we want to take a commercial break or not. We'll thank our sponsor. Meridian Plumbing is the Treasure Valley's top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs. For 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds and remodels, farms, businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in and year out for all their plumbing needs. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offers a no-charge dispatch fee. To search for your permanent plumber is one call and click away. It's from Meridian Plumbing. Choose a safe local plumber. Call Meridian Plumbing. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's ball game. Also, locally here in North Idaho, North Idaho Game Night brought to you by P1FCU. I want to thank them.
IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety.
You know, like Taylor had a great game too. You look at him, 8 receptions, 131, a touchdown, but you got to go with the man of the night, and I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion since the second quarter. Our IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Transportation Department, is going to be Mr. Lovey Weil. He had 23 carries, 175 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns in tonight's ball game. That is a whale of a game from Lovey Weil. The running back for the Lakeland Hawks is your IdahoSports.com player of the game. And we'll be back with some more football coming up. We might have the week off next week. We'll see how things go. Check the schedule. Be sure to tune into the North Idaho Prepcast on Wednesday next week. We'll fill you in on the upcoming schedule. Get Gem State Game Day. Check that out on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel, Instagram page. We broadcast that every Thursday morning to get you started for your football week. We'll break down some of the games from last week, but also set the table for the upcoming week. Some big games on the way all through the Gem State next week. Yep. So for Brandon Bainey, myself, Ryan Skaggs, thank you for joining me in tonight's ball game. Lakeland wins 41-20 over the visiting Weiser Wolverines. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of North Idaho Game Night, brought to you by Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Additional coverage here on IdahoSports.com has been brought to you by P1FCU. This broadcast also made possible by all the great support from our local businesses, Meridian Plumbing, P1FCU here in North Idaho. So congratulations again to IdahoSports.com GameStreams player of the game, Lovey Weil. 23 carries, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns for the Lakeland Hawks in tonight's ball game. For Brandon Bainey, myself, Ryan Skaggs, we look forward to joining you again very soon Have yourself a great night.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.